Hello guys, it's me, Red David Dinosaur, and today with a new The Crew 2 video about the handling changes that are coming to the Dominion Fosberg update that will drop tomorrow on the game. So with no further ado, let's continue. Touring car. Well, Touring car is going to receive some handling changes, and they first will be implemented in 4 other cars. Those cars are the Lamborghini Murcielago RGT, the Ford Focus RS, the Dodge Viper Competition Coupe, and another car that will be released later that I suppose is going to be the Nissan Nismo GT3. Just saying. But these changes you probably experienced it already. These handling changes are actually on the Koenigsegg CCGT that was released during Season 5. The Koenigsegg CCGT, the handling of it has a lot of grip and takes corners really smoothly. Also has like the same feeling, for example, of driving a fan car. If you drove in Gran Turismo 5, 6, Sport or GT7, the Red Bull X 2017, it's kind of have the same feeling but more responsible. It's not like as chaotic, but it's kind of like a fan car in some way. It's really smooth, like also kind of Formula 1-esque in some way. I really appreciate that this handling is being implemented in older cars that are affected by this lack of grip. But that doesn't solve completely the issue, especially if you want to short the gaps between the top 3 Meta, that is the Gallardo Super Trofeo, the Ferrari 599, and the Renault RS01. Why? The Koenigsegg and these older cars have acceleration and they lack from acceleration and top speed. Like especially, and this is my opinion, I could be wrong on this, is that the gear ratios affect the acceleration and the top speed. And also, especially in the Murcielago, gear ratios also affect the handling because the car is still wheel spins in 4th gear. So for me, especially this gear ratio problem is what is causing these cars to be really mediocre or just downturn bad. So even if you fix the grip, these cars will still be affected by the lack of acceleration and the wheel spin that they will have. And especially in the exit of a corner when you need more acceleration to get to the first place. That's my issue with this fix. It's not a complete fix. They just fix one part of the problem and leave this gear ratio stuff completely unfixed. So that's why if you want to make a more competitive field on touring car, that I think that was the idea, you should actually fix the whole issue and make, the gear ratios better on these cars and sure the grip much better. And hey, maybe we will have more cars entering to this meta class that we have already. And let's continue with the other one that kinda has me more concerned, is the drift mode. Drift mode in the Crew 2 is one of those boats and hovercrafts I try to avoid the most due to the overall physics. Like, in my opinion, the whole drift mode needs to be reworked entirely, scratched by zero, completely redone. The feeling of entering to any drift race is the same of struggling of control of any icy conditions, and is basically fighting of keeping the almost zero grip available. It's amazing in my that for this update you had a Formula D champion and that is able to give you serious feedback about the drift mode, but you are unable to find the main issue, that is basically the handling. And no, this is not fixed by destructible props. That is fixed at destructible props, benches, trash cans, and light posts, not breaking your drift combo, or more time between drifting transitions. Better handling on drift mode will be enough to just avoid those props too, or just keep a successful drift combo and won't be necessary to make more seconds between transitions. I hope these two little small fixes are just a bandage for a bigger overhaul that will be implemented in the future. And just please, Ivory Tower, just remove the fucking hypercars that doesn't make any sense at all. Yeah, the Agera R, that's what I'm talking about. There are games out there with much less staff and underpaid that make really smooth drifting mechanics. Like one of the best examples out there is Car X Drift Online. Like, it's basically made by a skeleton crew of 60 Russians, and you can have one of the best drifting games out there. Like, the drifting is so smooth that is one of the best drift modes I ever played ever. Like, since Need for Speed Carbon, and for me is one of the best games out there on the arcade racing game atmosphere. Like, and later on, you have Ivory Tower, that is backed by Ubisoft, that is a giant publisher, and enough people to make this game run for 4 years, unable to fix one of the most frustrating and challenging modes for new people out there. Like, don't get me wrong with this little rant I'm doing here. I really love this game, but that's why it frustrates me so much. Why you have these really amazing, talented people out there that could make this game a Forza Horizon challenger, but they are unable to do it because they are unable to fix the core issues that are the handling modes, and sure they take time, and that takes time. I completely understand. But like, this game has a lot of potential to just not be the cheap Horizon wannabe that you can get discounted on PlayStation Store for $20, to be an actual really good Horizon competitor. But it's unable to, again, because of the handling. And that's why, like, people from like Kuru or any other speedrunners absolutely hate this game because of the handling. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. I know, again, I'm sorry about the rant, but that's why it's because I really like this game, you know? I really love the crew too, but having these issues and the dev team unable to fix them completely is what it kind of frustrates me the most. That, you know, that's why. But again, that's the end of the kind of rant here and kind of my concerns. I'm gonna be streaming Dominion Fosberg tomorrow to check the update, especially on the PlayStation 5. So we're gonna see the differences on the terms of visuals that they said that they're gonna implement too. We're gonna see if there is any, especially if it's gonna be any haptic feedback on the DualSense. That will be greatly appreciated. That's why Gran Turismo 7 is so good, because of the handling feedback. It's really good, and especially we're gonna check the handling changes specified on this video and on the blog post that they wrote. I want to see if there is more meat and potatoes on these changes, and see if it's actually if I just ranted out of nowhere and I ended like a complete idiot, or there is more, you know, changes out under the bonnet that they didn't specify. That I hope that is true. Also, on Friday I will be streaming more PlayStation 2. Maybe I will start out of nowhere with a playthrough. I don't know. Maybe yes, maybe no. That's how I work, so I don't promise anything. And it's just more to chill and talk about, you know, gaming or whatever topic is on the table. That's pretty much the PlayStation 2 streaming. It's just, you know, just to chill around and, you know, have a nostalgia shot. That's what I want. And that's the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe if you want more racing content and other topics I want to bring to this channel. Hit the bell button, the bell right below, if you want to be notified about new videos and streams that I'm gonna do on the future. And also, you are more than welcome to subscribe to the podcast right below in the description, where me, the Gaming Jew, Go Burns, Kane, and Yuji Outlaw discuss various topics that mostly is gaming, movies, and other tech stuff that, and also tech and sports stuff that we just touch here and there. So it's a really fun podcast I do with my friends, and I really enjoy it. So you are more than welcome to subscribe on the podcast. So yeah, thank you very much, and see you on the next one. Goodbye.